Speak up.
Maybe stand by her.
Okay. So I'm just coming over to say, can you hear me, Gabby? Can you hear me when I talk like this? Okay. So anyways, we came here today to honor Grammy. She's got 5 great kids, 11 really good grandkids. And I'm working up to that. Because sometimes you have to have spouses to have grandkids. Anyways, Grammy is really blessed to have such a wonderful plan that her and Dad started. And she's always so proud that all us kids have wonderful wives. We have nice kids. They've all gone to college. Everybody can be proud of themselves. It's a wonderful thing. And it's due to Grammy that this all happens, okay? It didn't come out of nowhere. Yeah.
Get that question.
Yeah.
All of these scripts, but he knew more about the children than I did when Larry was free, because he had little nieces and nephews that he had to play around with, and he knew how to hold a baby, and I didn't. But anyway, and he only got to know Brian and Lisa.
Mark.
I'm sorry.
Mark.
And you were
Mark.
born when yeah.
Mark. Don't forget Mark. Grampy, new Mark.
You want to know the favorite?
Grampy, new Mark. Brian was born first, then Mark.
Oh, Mark was before Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. I've been your grandchild for most of our lives.
No pressure, Evan. No pressure. But anyway, thank everybody for coming. It's been a lot of effort to try to come someplace for 2 or 3 days, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Larry, you're
Get back on.
I've been on. Somebody else? No.
Patty?
I thought it'd be fun though.
No,
We
I
all-
did my
so a
thing
lot
last
of the
year.
grandkids and stuff haven't heard some of the stories and goings-ons and stuff. So why don't we, if at random, maybe think up some funny story or some nice story, and well, Patty could talk about her wonderful trip out to New Mexico.
Oh, or John could talk about his bus trip from Wyoming. JW starts it.
Yeah.
JW's not. Talk about your bus trip by popular demand.
Tell Philip
right,
how
Philip.
very lucky he was.
This is what I went through. I was the first one to join the family, and Patty and I were in school in Laramie. In love, yes. Anyway, we decided it was spring break, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Spring break, we had a whirlwind romance, I might mention. We got married the next August. And she wanted me to come east to meet the family. So, we didn't have a ton of money. Airline was too expensive. Well, first off, we were going to just drive across. I had a fancy yellow Pinto station wagon. And we were going to just drive across like we across the country like we always did. Scandalous. Exactly. What would the neighbors think? So, Patty says, well, Gal asks, well, take the plane. Mom, we can't afford the plane. So a couple days go by. Patty gets a phone call, the bus, the train. We can't afford the train. So finally, Gal decal says the bus. And we couldn't say we couldn't afford the bus. So the trip from Laramie straight through, which is how we used to do it, to Hartford, Connecticut was 40 hours.
Driving.
Driving.
No driving.
A
car.
In the car, no stopping, just go. So we get on the bus. The first stop is Cheyenne, which is an hour away. We get there, and now Philip, you didn't have to go through this.
Yeah, count your blessings.
Yeah, count your blessings. So, first stop is Cheyenne. We're sitting there, we just get off the bus for a little bit. Massive drug bust. Cops coming in from everywhere. All right? So,
They were on to you, John?
so then, we get on the bus, and I'm sure we stopped a few more little Indian reservations in Nebraska. And we get to Omaha. Now, Omaha we hit probably 2 o'clock in the morning. And all I wanted to do was get off the bus and have breakfast. And it was one of these places that had a booth that goes
That's a lot of detail.
going up when you have to understand.
56 hours.
Going like this.
Going up and down and up and down, the way to stay inside. So I'm sitting right across from
Grammy, would you like to say
Evan.
a few words?
And this guy is a bum. And he, sorry, and I'm just about to take my first bite, and he coughs. And
Oh,
it's-
John, come on. Come on. Jeez.
Well, this is what I'm telling you.
Other people dying
And
here.
then we get to Chicago.
It's embarrassing.
All Patty wants to do is get off that bus, clean up, take a shower. Chicago wasn't so bad, other than it had already had enough. Get to Pennsylvania. Little did we know in Pennsylvania they stopped in like every town. So it was go, stop, go, stop. We get to one stop, the bus pulls over, full of people. They get out of the bus driver gets out of the bus, he disappears for a half hour to an apartment building. All the people are sitting on the bus wondering when the bus driver went.
Okay, now
So
let's fast forward.
anyway, now,
Come on,
This
jeez.
40-hour trip, one way has turned into 52 hours. I get to Hartford, Connecticut. My ankles are now this big. And I'm supposed to meet my future in-laws. And Bobby was there. He does recall.
I recall your
I get off the
eyes
bus.
being totally
I'm
glazed
glazed
over.
over. Ankles swollen. I get in the back of the car and I just start whistling. Just no tune, just start whistling. And that was my first meeting. So Phil, you didn't have to do that.
I'll take that play back.
Oh my. That was John's first foray into public speaking, I believe.
That was good. I'll be the first to say one.
Yay! All right. Woo!
Come here so you can hear better.
The favorite grandchild.
The favorite grandchild. Grandson, okay. Though we know that you love all of us equally. But really, we don't know. I won't be that long or as long as John.
Thank God.
The first thing, I mean, yeah, I guess some people but whenever Grammy comes up, I definitely talk about family a lot when I'm meeting people, especially bouncing around a lot. Whenever Grammy comes up, I realize that I'm bragging very quickly. Whether it's talking about water aerobics or how you taught me how to play Scrabble when I was really little, and then we had kind of like a Mr. Miyagi grasshopper moment when the master, the trainee kind of flipped. I mean, the way I say it, it sounds pretty bad, but I meant that to be a compliment somehow. So know that my intentions are pure. But one of the, I just literally sitting there, I was thinking about what I was going to say, And I just had this crazy random flashback to when I was a little kid, and Grammy went and took us on all these elder houses. And so we got to take trips, and it was just this one-on-one experience. And I was, so we were living in Virginia, so I must have been 8 or 9. And it was the first time I ever traveled on a plane by myself. So you guys dropped me off at the airport. Dulles, and flew into Bradley and Hartford, and this is back in late 90s, so you could just go to the gate to pick someone up. Grammy shows up, and obviously I know who it is, and so they very much kind of facilitate when a young child, make sure they're not meandering off. So they see this woman clearly looking for a child, and they say, oh, do you have your identification? She does the... So first off, I'm like, Grammy, and they see this woman, and they're like, she just trying to take random kids? And I still remember you'd left it in your sweater on the door handle on your door down to the basement. So they had to get my dad on the phone, and we had some sort of speakerphone conference call. They asked me what your maiden name was, and 8 years old, I think I rallied. I stepped up to the occasion and remember it's Mary, and it was very much a guess, but an educated guess. And then the rest of the trip was great. And the one other highlight I remember was the first night. We were sharing a room, 2 beds. And then Grammy said, all right, brush your teeth, get ready, put on your pajamas. And then she says, all right, now say your prayers. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And then I realized, like, oh, I'm doing it wrong. Jesus Christ. So I'd just like to let you know that 19 years later, I was winging it. But I wanted to make you proud, and I was trying my hardest. We had a great time. And yeah, exactly. So circle back to my very first point is that I tell a lot of people how cool my grandma is, and it's really from the bottom of my heart. And I can't start talking about you without Brent. This is what I'm getting at. So we appreciate you being the matriarch.
It's over, guys.
Oh my God.
Philip? What?
Well, it's been great meeting you in this short time. I'm super accepting you into this family. Jenny has spoken nothing but great things about you. And
Sweet.
I've felt very welcome coming in here, and this Legia clan has been nothing but a joy to me, and I'm really happy that I'm joining your family as well.
Yay! Awesome. That's impressive. That's really
Now the
impressive.
quiz. Everybody's name.
Oh God. Marilyn. I've seen him for 2 months.
Take the bull by the horns, man.
Another outlaw.
Ours was another whirlwind, romance. We met in December?
Yep.
And we were married the following September. So.
Something about those girls.
So we came back to. It only brought me back. We actually took the plane.
Oh, yeah.
We were wimps. But I did hear the bus story before we got on the plane. But we came back. It was actually for Bobby's graduation from the Coast Guard Academy.
1981?
Yeah, 1981 when we came back. That was the first trip back before we were married. And, we, met them as they were going to they were heading out in the car as we showed up, and they were going to some event at the Coast Guard Academy. And sort of said, hi, nice to meet you, see you later. And then came back, but we had a nice weekend with them. And then, as I recall, there was dinner, I think, at 36 Jarvis Road the night before we were going to leave. And it was like we hadn't really told them that we were going to get married. And so, naive person that I was, we came up with this idea of, well, if Marilyn doesn't tell him by dessert, I'll tell him.